I'm going to start my conversation. I have with me PKD Nambiar. PKD Nambiar, important to note are the matters that have been raised once again by Jairam Ramesh today. He's made that statement and said there are a plethora of issues. Key amongst them are going to be the Manipur issue. We cannot forget the Delhi ordinance, and it's going to be interesting whether the Congress is going to support Aam Aadmi Party in the Delhi ordinance matter. The big question, will the opposition that is now 26 parties strong be able to garner enough number of votes in the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha?
Well, firstly, the 26 parties put together, mega 80% of these parties do not even have a member of parliament, or even some of them do not even have an MNA in any of the legislative assemblies. It's only just a number game. And many of them, for your information, Kerala Congress, Muslim League, and there are almost 4 or 5 parties are coming from Kerala. So the idea is that it is not about the number of parties coming together. So as there will be out of the 36 or 38 numbers of NDA will also have similar kind of a number game rather than a solid weight game. So when it comes to the session, it's the last couple of sessions what was happening, we are all known to that. The parliament do not function. There is always ruckus. There is always hangama, and which is not in the interest of the democracy. And I hope every point needs to be discussed, whether it is Manipur, whether it is price rise or anything, and every matter can be discussed. But the opposition parties should not be taking a road that either my way or the highway. It should be like a true democratic way of functioning the parliament, so that you and me, as an ordinary citizen of India, the one who is paying the tax, and with our money, which these people enjoy the luxury of parliament, should not be wasted. Now, coming to the real topic, the real issue, the opposition is upbeat with an India, I dot, N dot, whatever it may be, and so is the NDA. So the idea, it should not be only political. The parliament should be function in a normal course, discuss each and every point, but with a normal, amicable way, without any ruckus. But I don't see that happening this time around too.
This time as well, because
this time as well,
because Mr. Nambiar, what happened in the budget session, there could not be even a single sitting that could take place in the Lok Sabha or the Rajya Sabha. There were protests, there were dharnas, there were you know, they were protesting. The political parties who were against the NDA were protesting time and again. Like you said, taxpayers' money was being wasted with the political bickering that was taking place. I'll come back to you, PKD Nambiar.
I'll just finish up my point.
Yeah, quickly.
I'll tell you, there is another issue in this whole drama. If you really look at it, that one session has completely washed out because of the Rahul Gandhi's Rafale love. And what happened to the Rafale, the Supreme Court itself has come out and said that there is no substance to it. Last session was, the budget session was completely washed out because of the Adani issue. Again, they went to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court appointed committee has said that, okay, there is nothing wrong has been done. And the agencies which are capable to check if at all, if there is something is done. So all these allegations do not have any substance.
Okay, all right. Yeah. Fair enough. You made your point. Ajay Verma, PKD Nambiar, if you could reflect on this and come up with a likely answer.
In the Lok Sabha, it's all depending upon, of course, the data protection bill will be coming in. If you remember that Rajiv Chandrasekhar was on your NewsX program once, and he was very elaborately explained about the need of it, one of your forum. So the idea is that there are so many things are going to come. One is the statutory couple of bills are supposed to be presented. But I am not worried about what kind of a bill comes in. Is these bills are discussed? Will the opposition and the government will give each of these bills to be discussed debated very well and pass it through. But most of the time, what we have seen in the past is that most of these bills are presented. The opposition just either walk out or otherwise go to a dharna or some kind of a drama. So there is no discussion, there is no debate. So whenever there is no discussion, there is no debate, of course, the laws will be passed because the government do have a majority, both with the support of some of the other opposition parties. They have it in both in Rajya Sabha and in Lok Sabha. Of course, they have a brutal majority of NDA or even BJP alone. So I think we need to look at today rather than this all-party meeting, which is all a normal course, and most of the time in these days it is being done by Rajnath Singh ji because he's considered as a very, very cordial, he's having a cordial relationship with all the political parties, and he has got a long standing relationship with all of them in Delhi, unlike the many other top leaders of BJP. So politically, he is very, very relevant to talk to all of those people.
Okay.
But the bottom line today is that will my parliament functions normal, and will the parliament have discussions and debates? That is the question.
Okay, all right. That is a sign of a healthy democracy, and will
Absolutely.
that be allowed to take place in the parliament again of both the houses of the parliament? What are the important things that need to be taken care of, the bills that need to be passed that are going to be useful in the welfare and betterment of the country?
I believe that, our parliamentary democracy is a continuation, irrespective of which session or whatever, or which government. It's a continuation, and the governance is always about continuation. But the bottom line of democracy is all about a debate, discussions, and very, very, very in an effective way. We watch these ruckus every time, and we feel that, okay, some of these MPs feel that, oh, they are becoming a hero, but then they are not understanding. They are today's educated people of India do feel that they are like a villains because they have voted for him. A lot of places, the urban people are not going to vote because you see that even in cities like Delhi, Mumbai, and etc. do poll very less. You know why? The reason is that the educated, so-called the middle class people feel that यार इसको elect करके बेचकर फायदा क्या है, ये उधर जाके हंगामा करने के अलावा करता क्या है? So whereas if you see there is a good debate is taking place in the parliament, even the social media on television channels, they have been discussed. Again, further, the common man like you and me will be discussing about it.
Okay.
I think what we need to do is that a very, very strong relationship between, from the point of view of the true India, that should be the motto of all these political parties rather than tutu meme. And I think the parliament should not be the place for the tutu meme. It should be the place where the work really happens, and your money and my money will have an accountability. If it is not happening, it is our duty, the media, like the people like us, we need to question them irrespective of our political affiliation.
Okay, all right. On that note, I'm out of time, and I thank